the room, the host and creator of the club. Anyway, yeah, we are here to talk about a very important topic, which is wow, getting to know your ideal customer. Isn't that what it all boils down to? Thank you for coming in here. I see Jessica, I see Frank, I see that we definitely brought you in. So thank you. Yes, I'm glad that you're here, Jessica. I saw that you RSVP'd. So this topic is near and dear to all of our hearts because not let me pretend like I'm knocking at the door. Did you know that your number one job in business is getting to know your customers and marketing, right? Getting to know your customers. You have the obligation and the esteemed responsibility of that. So I'm so glad that we're able to have this open dialogue about how how that looks and why that it's important. Okay, because luckily, we have social media that we can use at our fingertips now. But there is always a challenge, and the challenge is how to effectively use social media, right? I'm in rooms day and night here on this app and elsewhere, all around effective use of the tools that we have at our fingertips. So we want to join the ranks of the uh, the big hitters who are doing it right, right? And how are they doing it right? Is it because they're able to um, go ahead and cement their personalities and their ecosystem, and where we buy into it? Yeah, we buy into it, right? Um, why? Well, we follow them around. We like what they do. So we're going to get into all this conversation, and I do have a challenge starting, let's see, the effective dates are January 5th to the 12th. However, we are already getting to work inside the Facebook group. So if you join us, you will get started ASAP, because it does take a minute, you know. For some reason, and I don't think it's our fault, although we're in business, we kind of still make it about ourselves. Now, that might not be you, so I guess I'm not talking to you, but for those of us who consider, our own schedules or our preferences versus the preferences and schedules of our ideal customer, yeah, it's not about you. It's about them, right? They know it's about them, but do we know? So I think that's the problem. If you're going to be effective, you got to know it's about them, because they already know it's about them. And when you don't focus on them, they just walk away. So there you go. And that could be the rude awakening that a lot of us find and trip up and discover, which leads us to understand, okay, I haven't been doing this right. So humble yourself. I'm humble. Let's just get this thing going. Let's get the conversation started, because it's not your fault. It really is not your fault. So if you're in this room right now, we are going to take all of the badges of shame off, and we're going to start from the ground up. And hopefully, this conversation will help you demystify um, what it really looks like. Okay. All right. So, welcome in, guys. And I hope you've taken a look at the link at the top. It is the customer acquisition challenge that is actually underway right now. It's a fantastic opportunity. It is all about getting to know your customers' likes, preferences, and how to approach them and how to speak to them. In addition to that, we're going to focus on your visibility, because visibility is definitely the other side of it. One of the two biggest problems that I see whenever I'm in the time that I've been coaching online and myself learning online is, number one, research, getting to know your customer, and visibility. What do you have in place? Okay. Who can you actually service? It's almost like if you're going to Trader Joe's and it's the holiday shopping, and they're just not prepared for the crowds. Like, you're just not ready. You're inundated. So we don't want that. We want you to know your customer and also have the visibility out there that's allowing them to tap into you, and not overwhelm you. Okay. I like to launch my teachers using the course that I have, Get Paid to Create, where, you're actually smoothly delivering your content, your modules, your lessons, your what you have in a way that is super, um, kind of low tech, and and super, feels like freedom. It feels like sharing. It feels great. It doesn't feel like overwhelm. That's what we don't want. That we don't want the overwhelm. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're going to be covering. Visibility and customer research. Okay. And so don't mind the crazy price. The price is crazy for a reason. Okay. I know right now it's a buyer's market. There are a lot of opportunities out there. But the main thing is we want you to focus on getting your visibility and research ready for the next calendar year. Okay, hopefully you're ready for that, and you're getting ready for the next calendar year. Okay, so we're going to be going over a lot in the group. We're going to go over mindset, your approaches. We're going to have a lot of open dialogue, and we want you to participate in that. Okay, so don't mind the crazy price. The price is crazy for a reason. I know there's a lot of selection out there right now, and frankly, uh, there's a lot to choose from, but you've got to hone in on, like, what do I need right now? Okay, what do I need right now? And what you might need right now is definitely, hey, Dominique, I need to tweak how I'm approaching my ideal customer. Okay, maybe I'm a little rusty, or I'm out of touch. I kind of need to brush up on that. Okay, and so if that's you, the challenge is for you. All right, the challenge is for you. If you need to carve a more precise big promise, you don't really know what you deliver in the end, you got to work on that. Okay, if you have shown a bit of your brand but not fully, and you're still in that capacity, developing your brand identity and etc., that it's for you. Come on in. So we're going to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward. That's what the challenge is really, really all about. It's putting your best foot forward. And what better time than the start of a new calendar year? It's perfect, right? So I feel like we're going to go on this trek together. Okay. So that you are able to, take a stand and know who you are and who you serve. Um, Definitely understand what you're teaching, how you're going to pour into your ideal customers, your positioning in the marketplace, the best way that you can help out there. Okay. And the outcomes that they can bank on if they go with you, right? So if you really don't have those conversations routinely, that's why we're having this conversation right now and we're offering the challenge right now. If you want to come up on stage, absolutely. Let's see, tap the hand raised button, raise your hand, and I will bring you up. Absolutely. That's what we're here for. All right, guys. So we want to immediately tackle any type of pain point in this area, what you've seen going on with you and the result that it's really, that evading you, that's not happening right now. Okay, so come on up and let's just have a chat about it, because that's where the transformation begins. All right. So, who would like to go ahead and join me on stage? Who would like to go ahead and join me on stage? All right. So what I'll do is I'll give you a little bit of background on myself first. Okay. I am a traditional educator in the classroom. I sell education every single day, every single week to my students who need to learn whatever the objectives are that I have for the week and the unit that we're working on. And so that's how we roll. We have lesson plans, and how that equates is I launch new, everyday people who want to teach. That's what I do. I launch everyday people who want to teach their content to their audiences. That's what I do. I launch everyday people who want to teach their content to their audiences. Now, that sounds very simplistic, right? Great. I'm glad it sounds simplistic, because it really is. In other words, get up to speed on how to deliver instruction. However, what stands in the way? Well, there's a lot of imposter syndrome. There's a lot of procrastination. So I have to go deep into mindset with my clients. And when we go into mindset, it uncovers a lot of what I just mentioned. Okay. That's keeping them. And also imposter syndrome. You wouldn't, is that a thing? Yes. 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 That's a thing. Yes. A lot of imposter syndrome. Like, why would they have imposter syndrome? Well, it depends. It depends. It depends on how they feel. It depends on how the people around them feel. Typically, if you look around and you don't have support, it could be the people around you that are not supporting you. So imposter syndrome can come from anywhere, and it's really a thing. It is very, very serious. It can stop you in your tracks. It can be a major roadblock. Okay. uh, Especially when you have people around you who keep you, um, blocked, because of, for any reason, oh, that's not your lane, stay in your lane, you're not established, um, you're copying other cats, they might derail what you're doing for a number of reasons. So, yeah, we deal with a lot of mindset. We absolutely do. Okay. But what you've got to remember is that turning whatever you do on a daily basis into a business that is based around you, it's all about you. It's all about your story and how that delivers and can transfer a result that somebody will pay you for. Okay, and that, no matter who is downplaying your efforts, that they can't shoot that down. Because, for example, if you are an outstanding cook, or whatever you do, maybe you make crafts, body butters, whatever it is, or jewelry, there is no way that by showing what you do to more people, through your power of presentation and just who you are is copying another cat. Okay. So absolutely understand that there's room for you no matter how many. And actually, when you see other people teaching what you're doing or doing what you're doing, that's validation and confirmation. So remember that. Okay. All right. So was that a rabbit hole? That might have been a rabbit hole, but it's very important to bring that distinction up to the surface because it's partially why we don't know our customers very well. We don't know ourselves very well either. So when it comes to who you are, your story, your the power of your impact, right? You've got to know that you are unique. And so, based on that, you start to look at your ideal customers as unique and you seek them out in order to find out the finer points on how you can service them. All right. So, we are just having this conversation today all around how do you get to know your ideal customer. We have a challenge that is from January 5th to the 12th, but we're already getting started because as we've said in the last 5 minutes, there's a lot to unpack. And once we start to unpack how we approach sharing, our knowledge and our intellect or programs that we have, a lot comes up. Okay. There are people around us who, just want you to get in your car, commute to your office or cubicle, whatever you do, and leave it at that. They don't want you using a medium like, who knows, the influencer route or social media or online business or online conferencing to help people who are not immediately in your area. Well, let me tell you about the impact of using um, uh, video conferencing, for example. The fact that you can use video conferencing, I had a call today, a gentleman from Pakistan. All right. When I saw that this gentleman had booked in a call and I looked at his details, phone number and location, I thought, well, I wonder what, does this person really want to have a call, with me? Based on this particular offer, um, the customer acquisition challenge that we have going on, based on this offer. So I thought it was interesting, but where and when could that have happened in the past? Where and when could someone from so far away, his time zone said the Maldives. He's in the time zone of the Maldives, okay? Pakistan, and he's in Pakistan in the time zone of the Maldives, wants to have a Zoom call to discuss this program. I said, okay, great. When could that have happened? Okay, when could that have happened at any other time? We have to respect that. Video conferencing has changed the game. We have to respect what we can do online today. All right. If you have a wish to work from anywhere, to work from home, to broaden your client base, to have international clients, this is it. Video conferencing. Okay. Social apps just like this one. Okay. This particular app is a gold mine. This particular app is an absolute gold mine for connecting with new people each and every day. All right. So I talk about this all the time. This is Educate Your Space. If you have not followed this club, go ahead and give us a follow and check out the replays. It's all about accountability and instruction. Okay. I'm a traditional educator in the classroom. I haven't left. And I can tell you, just like, if you're on stage, the show must go on. If you have not learned to put yourself in front of people or on stages, this is the time to do it. Now, how do you do that? uh, Methodically, of course. Okay, so get into this challenge. We're starting now, although the effective dates are January 5th to the 12th. The Facebook group is open. There's information in there. I do a live Zoom once a week on Sundays at 5 o'clock Eastern, and you're going to break down your side of it and your ideal customer side of it. Your side of it is definitely the visibility side. Okay. How much are you showing up? What do you have? What's, you know, how do people get started with you? And then on their side, what do you know about them? Okay. So I'm looking forward to this challenge helping more and more people. So if I can answer any questions, go ahead and let me know. Also, you can DM me and I would love to see your registration. And I will also, this is what I'll do also, I'll add my digital business card because my digital business card has a lot of resources on it. So I will add the digital business card to the chat. And you know what? I'm not sure if when the room closes, if the digital business card will be there, but the digital business card is definitely on my Instagram account. So you can just go there. Okay, guys? Always here to help you, always here to have to connect with you and be of service. My name is Dominique Prosper. I'm the creator and host of this club. Thank you so much for joining me in this room, and I'll see you in the next one.